This is another newer song. It's actually an older song, but I'm just getting kind of around to recording it right now. I co-wrote this with my friend Bruce Bromberg, who wrote a few songs years ago from High Tone Records. In fact, that's Bruce is who introduced me to Gary years ago. This is a song. It's called No Good Time for Leavin', and it's kind of a hard sentiment as far as a goodbye song. You don't hear songs like this very much anymore. I remember this from kind of songs from like folk singers like Tom Rush and people like that in the 60s and stuff. But I think we were a lot younger then and took things more seriously. There's a sign out on the highway, out where the interstate begins. You can see which way you're going, but not where the journey ends. They say that love should last a lifetime, and I always wished I could agree. Seems like the worst I could imagine has got the best of you and me. There ain't no good time for leaving. There ain't no good time for goodbyes. Seems like the past keeps on repeating. I think it's time we realize we're not the best thing for each other, but it's so hard to let love die. There ain't no good time for leaving. There ain't no good time for goodbye. You keep your job in the apartment, I'll take the car and cigarettes. Please don't tell me what you're feeling. Some things are better left unsaid. I don't know my destination. I can't say the reason why, but don't look to me for consolation. I couldn't give you a reply. There ain't no good time for leaving. There ain't no good time for goodbyes. Seems like the past keeps on repeating. I think it's time we realize we're not the best thing for each other, but it's so hard to let love die. There ain't no good time for leaving. There ain't no good time for goodbyes. There ain't no good time for leaving. There ain't no good time for goodbyes. Seems like the past keeps on repeating. I think it's time we realize we're not the best thing for each other, but it's so hard to let love die. There ain't no good time for leaving. There ain't no good time for goodbyes. There ain't no good time for leaving. There ain't no good time for goodbye. Thanks very much. I got time, I think, for a couple of more songs. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you very much for coming out. This song, there's an old photograph by Walker Evans that I thought about when I was writing this song. It's kind of a lonely picture couple on a road somewhere outside of Vicksburg, Mississippi. And it's just a lot of heartbreak. It's, of course, during the Depression years and everything. But as I said, I thought about that photograph a lot when I wrote this song. This is called Parish Road. Whoops. Excuse me. It's a long, long way from Vicksburg to Harlan. The tears lay forgotten long ago, but I still hear the sound of her words as we parted in the trees out along the parish road. It was cool in the breeze, dark in the hollow, where the limbs from the cedars hanging low. Softly we lay like leaves in the shadows of the trees out along the parish road. A track through the weeds, a cry from the blackbirds can betray where the dark red flowers grow. But softly we lay like leaves in the shadows of the trees out along the parish road. Gathered strong and the leaves scattered widely, and the sin we tried to hide began to show. And her eyes filled with tears as she begged me to follow far away down along the parish road. I whispered her name, spoke to her softly, but I knew the truth that I could never go. She turned to me once, then started walking far away down along the parish road. It's a long, long way from Vicksburg to Harlan, and the ones that come this way will travel slow, and they pass on their way the leaves that have fallen from the trees out along the parish road. And they pass on their way the leaves that have fallen from the trees out along the parish road.